Darielle, let's go. Darielle, come on, all the way up. Turn around. And back across. Don't let her get this stick. D.A., you watch her too. Don't let her get the stick. Okay, Darielle, here we go. Raymond, give me that stick back. Give me the stick. Raymond, give me that stick back. Would you give me that stick? Give me the stick back. Give me the stick. Give me the stick back. All the way up on your seat. All the way up there. When I told you to make sure she didn't get it, I didn't mean for you to get it. Sit down. Sorry, kid. What'd you say? That's what I thought. D.A., you're going to have to watch Denise and Raymond. Don't let them get this stick. All right? Okay, Darielle, here we go. D.A., give me that stick back. Give me the stick. Give me that stick back. D.A., give me the stick. Give me that stick back. Now get up on that seat. All the way up there. Now you don't move. And you don't move. And you don't move. Darielle, you move. Okay, Darielle, here we go. On the count of 3. 1. Don't move. Okay, Darielle, let's see this way again. All right, Darielle. All right, Darielle, here we go. On the count of 3, get the stick. 1. Okay, Darielle. All right, Darielle. 1. 2, 3, go get the stick! Darielle, would you please go get the stick? Easy. And pick it up. Darielle is an older cat. You must treat your elders with respect and talk to them nicely if you want them to do something for you. And there's Darielle fetching the stick. Watch her closely. Watch her. Okay, Denise. Through the hoop, double flip, and into the cage. Denise, let's go. Jump! Were you paying attention? Wasn't that good? Let's go! The force didn't work very well. Let's try another approach.
back. Darielle weighs 275 pounds. If she doesn't jump through that hoop, she's not going to eat for 3 weeks. She'll weigh 100 pounds. Darielle, through the hoop! Hoop didn't work either. There's one more method I haven't tried. Let's try love. Love will flow from my body into Darielle's body, and she'll jump right through that hoop. Darielle, if you don't jump through that hoop, I'm going to give you a big fat kiss. Now, do you want a kiss? Do you want a kiss? Okay, Raven, it's your turn. Here we go, Raven, through the hoop. Raven, let's go! Raymond. Oh, Raymond. Raymond! Raymond! Is there anybody in there? Are you gonna jump through that hoop? Oh, yeah. Raymond, he's a little afraid of heights. I have to make one little adjustment on the hoop before he'll jump through it. Okay, Raymond. There you go, Raymond. Let's go all the way through that hoop. Easy. Come on, you can do it. Jump!
We've been entertained during the commercial break, and you're going to be entertained now. As I mentioned, the Crazy Cats Comedy Lions are in town at the Londonderry Mall, and they'll be here playing straight through until Sunday. When I say playing, I'm not sure quite what I mean. Jeff Stang is the trainer. Hercules is the real star of today's program, and it's so nice to meet both of you. He's getting a little rambunctious.
He's getting tired, the trip down here and sitting around waiting. He wore himself out.
Well, I guess the big question is, what does he do when he gets tired?
Well, he'll get cranky. He'll try and stay awake just like a little kid. You know, the tireder they get, the more energetic they try to get.
And when he gets cranky, he doesn't playfully kill people or anything, does he?
No, no.
Okay. What kinds of animals do you have in your show, Jeff?
We have just the one Bengal tiger. The rest are all African lions.
Okay. And what kind of animal is this?
This is the Bengal tiger.
Okay. Now, you don't go into Sears or Eaton's and pick up an animal like this. And where do you get hold of them?
Well, all our animals are either zoo surplus or USDA confiscations. Zoos are overstocked with animals. They're going out of business. Unplanned births, especially with lions. Lions can breed every 3 months. So it's really hard to control them, and the zoos just don't have the room for new additions all the time. So we make small donations to the zoos, and we get the animal instead of them putting them to sleep.
I'm told that normally these animals would be put to sleep. Is that true?
Yeah, this guy here, well, he was pulled from his mother because it was her first litter and she was eating the litter. So we managed to pull her out in time, and we've raised him from a bottle since he was a day old.
I asked how he regarded you in terms of a relationship, and conversely how you regarded him. He said he's like a son to you.
Yeah, this is one of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a lot of four-legged kids.
Well, I sure hope he has respect for you like a child would for a dad, because I don't want to see him upset.
Yes, right now he's at that stage where like a little baby is sleepy and they get a little uneasy, start crying and everything else. That's all he's going through now.
How big will you grow? Oh, Jay!
Right now he just wants to lay down and go to sleep.
What? Can you put him down on the jacket?
We'll see. Yeah, he likes
Or do you
this
think he'll
jacket
run?
here.
We don't want him to do that either. I asked you about putting him on a leash, and you said no way.
There we go.
This is his leash, his tail?
Yeah, the tail works pretty good.
Now, why wouldn't you put a leash around him?
I just don't like collaring an animal with where they choke.
I see. You sound like you have a social conscience. Would you have this animal, as he gets older, defanged, declawed, to make him safer around people?
No, he's a very safe animal as long as you have to respect the animal. The bigger they get, the only thing that really makes them dangerous is their size and strength. You never want to let them know just how strong they are and the damage they can do. But you just have to watch them.
Is it true that the smallest cats are the feistiest ones?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I see. How big is he going to grow?
He'll get about 600 pounds, stand about 4 feet at the shoulders.
4 feet. So what are you going to do to ensure that he always will be tame, or can you be guaranteed of that?
Well, he'll never be tame. You know, you can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. You know, just the bigger he gets, anything their size or smaller or down on all fours or bent over is something to attack.
I see.
Not viciously, but to play with.
Would he ever attack you?
Not unless I gave him a reason to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but playfully he may... They're like regular cats, sneaky and full of mischief. They like to sneak up on things and jump and bite, you know, playfully.
Yeah.
But I've had a couple playful bites send me to the hospital during the shows where I've been bitten on the head.
I'm told it's quite expensive to feed these fellows.
We spend about $100 a day to feed the 10 we have here on the road. And that doesn't include the rest we have back in Ohio.
Now, how many do you have altogether that you would bring on a show, traveling on a circuit?
Right now we're pretty full with the 10 we have. We've had as many as 12. We had 2 adults on the road also, but it was their turn to go home. And that's what we do. We just rotate all the animals around so everybody earns their keep.
I see. Any problems bringing them over the border?
No, not really. You know, we have all our papers in order, and as long as you let them know well in advance, there's really no problem. Not with lions or tigers.
What kind of act do you have?
It's a comedy show geared for the kids. I go in the ring and basically just play with the cats. They do a few simple tricks, jump through the hoop. They do a couple wild jumps through the hoop that look a little spectacular how they do it. And, you know, I've got a lion that smiles. You know, he'll grin from ear to ear.
But you let the animals do the tricks that they're naturally suited to do. Would you explain that?
Well, when we get an animal, first you introduce them to the ring. You start working with them when they're about 2 years old. And you get them used to the ring, get them comfortable in there where the new surroundings they're very afraid of. Once you get them used to that, you have to get them used to the other cats and the other cats used to them. That's the longest procedure involved in it. Once everybody's used to each other, you can let them out in the ring, they'll play together, and eventually while playing, they'll do something that looks funny or look good in the show. And then you just try to get them to do that over and over again.
How did you learn how to train animals, and where did it all begin for you?
Well, I started when I was 15 with Ringling Brothers. Kind of like, you know, ran away with the circus. Though it was parents' permission, and through the circus, my parents became close friends with Gunther Gable Williams, who kind of took me in and raised me.
Famous lion tamer, isn't he? And you went from there.
Yeah, he's supposedly the best in the business. And he was a great teacher to learn from.
Now, this show is designed for children. You have 10 exotic animals that can't ever be completely tamed, and you don't want them that way in the first place. Do you ever worry about the safety for children?
Yeah, you know, we have people watching in front of the arena during the shows. We have ropes up. Before the show starts, I make sure all the parents watch their children and everything. Once in a while, we do have a child come past the ropes, but we can get to the animal or the child before anything happens.
Isn't that interesting? Well, do know that all of these animals are at Londonderry Mall, and they will be there each and every day until Sunday. Good luck to you, Jeff Stang, and thank you so much for bringing Hercules in today.
Thank you.
He's an absolute star. I am allergic to cats, and this is about as far as I can go. We will take a break, and we'll be back.
He's brought along some special friends for the children to meet.
Well, how nice to see you, boys and girls. How are you today?
Fine.
How do you like those baby reindeer? Aren't they nice?
Yeah.
The baby reindeer Santa's talking about are these youngsters here. Now, the story goes that these little deer are the babies of Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and the rest. But the adult reindeer are busy at the North Pole. They're helping the elves get everything ready for Christmas. So Santa has been pressed into service as the babysitter, and he's getting lots of help. This kindergarten class from Newton Elementary School is more than happy to lend a hand at feeding time. As they walk in, each child is given an ice cream cone filled with grain, and the deer, as you can see, dig right in. When everyone's had their fill, it's back to Santa and a round of hugs for everyone. Then a friendly farewell, leaving the kids with a renewed sense of wonder at what else? The magic of Christmas.
Christmas at Londonderry Mall? Santa Claus, of course, and he's brought his reindeer. That's right, real baby deer, and you can visit them every day till Christmas at Londonderry. Londonderry Mall, making spirits bright this Christmas with over 150 stores and services, including Eaton's, The Bay, Woolco, and you don't have to pay for parking. Come visit Santa and his baby reindeer. Get your picture taken. See the teddy bear forest. Londonderry Mall, making spirits bright this Christmas.
Decked out in their Yuletide best. This weekend, the sounds of Christmas came alive as youngsters were serenaded at Londonderry Mall.
I want to take my light around the world. I'm gonna let it shine and take my light around the world. I'm gonna let it shine. Take my light.
Entertainer Paul Hann mesmerized his young audience with some favorite songs, but he had some competition for attention. 10 baby reindeer, not quite ready to chauffeur Santa this Christmas, met the kids at the mall. The animals will be getting some instructions on the handling of children's Christmas wishes this season to prepare them for next year when they're flight ready, we hope.
And children and their parents. The highlight of the show was a draw to name an orphaned reindeer. 3 lucky children won prizes of $500, $200, and $100 for the names they entered. 10 homeless reindeer are on display at the mall, giving children a chance to pet them while they're still on the ground. The Christmas season tends...
Jeff Stang is an animal trainer, and he's brought with him, I don't know, Jeff, whether to say Bambi or Rudolph, or just what the correct name would be.
Well, right now he has no name. This was an orphan deer brought in by Santa Claus to the Londonderry Mall, and the kids are going to pick his name.
Oh, really? And he does not have a name?
No, he doesn't. We have 9 others at the mall. They all have names. They were named by Santa Claus. We have Razzle, Dazzle, Ranter, and Ring, Cutie, Beauty, Queenie, and King, and Star.
How old is this fellow?
He was born this spring.
So he's very young.
Right.
Now, where did he come from originally, the adult story?
He's from the Vancouver Game Farm. And we brought all the deer out from there, and they go back to the game farm after we're finished here.
How does the traveling affect such a young deer, or any animal, really?
Oh, it really doesn't. When you're traveling, they generally just lay down and enjoy the trip.
At first, when they came to the mall, they were very timid. Does it affect them being in a place like a shopping center rather than something closer to their natural habitat?
Well, we have a lot of trees around the exhibit to make them feel at home, and a little shelter area. If they get frightened, they can hide in their shelter. But they're really coming along great. All the deer are going up to all the kids now and eating out of their hands.
I'm told they do something really neat, that when a young child walks into the area where the deer are, the deer will just very gently completely surround the child.
Yes.
Is that an inbred instinct to protect?
No, what it is
They want food.
these little ice cream cones they like very much. And if a kid has one in their hand, they're going to have a lot of deer around them.
Is it the cone they're after or the ice cream?
Well, there's no ice cream in it. We fill it with grain or corn, and they eat the grain and corn and the cone.
You wouldn't give them so much of the cone, though. Like, that wouldn't be all that healthy for them, would it?
No, it goes right through their system pretty much so. But mainly they're getting the corn and the grain.
How did this fellow come to be orphaned?
He just... They had to hand raise him at the Vancouver Game Farm. I don't know the story about what happened to his mother.
I see. And he's been bottle fed?
Right. That's why he's really good. Nothing really bothers him.
How does that affect him as an animal, that he wasn't weaned with a mother and had the comfort and security of a mother around him?
Oh, well, he still acts like a deer. He's just spoiled rotten, that's all.
Ah. Now, what do you tell children when they ask why Santa Claus and why the reindeer are in a mall?
Well, these are just the baby deer that Santa Claus has to babysit while their parents, Rudolph and Dasher and Dancer, are up in the North Pole resting up for Christmas.
Now, indeed, this is not a reindeer. What kind of deer is it really?
This is a black-tailed deer. It's related to the mule deer.
Because of the ears?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where would we find him in his natural habitat?
They come from the Pacific Northwest.
And how big will he grow?
They get about 3.5 feet at the shoulders, and antlers about 2 feet long.
I see. What would a normal lifespan for a deer like this be?
I imagine around 20 years, if some hunter doesn't find them first.
Yeah. What would he eat?
In the wild, they eat a lot of roughage, your grass and leaves off of trees and berries, grain, whatever they can find. They'll eat just about anything.
Jeff, before the show I asked you, I was a little bit confused because the last time we had you on, you were from out of town and you had a Siberian tiger with you. What is your work with animals?
Well, I like working with animals. I'm into training lions and tigers now, but just as long as I have animals around me, I'm happy.
I asked you where your home was.
San Diego.
But really, North America?
Yeah, North America is my home now. I was born and raised in San Diego, but I've been on the road for about 12 years now, so North America for the time being.
Why did they bring you up from San Diego to attend to the deer? I could see a Siberian tiger or something like that, or a lion that could be a bit dangerous. But something as tame as this?
Well, this is a new idea.